It is time now for Premium Player, presented by Patron.
There he is.
Wemby.
He's back again.
He's back.
Back again.
Do this every week.
Wemby, the Spurs ended a 6-year playoff drought this season, and you now make the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2017. I know you were soaking it all in, but what does this moment represent for you?
Man, the words conference finals just seem surreal right now. It's like something I heard my whole life, and now we're in it. It's kind of unreal. But at the end of the day, it's just basketball. We know what we got to do.
Victor, ça va? Félicitations.
Ça va, toi? Merci.
How's my accent?
Brutal. Pretty good.
Thank you.
Smooth,
Dirk's trying to hate, but thank you.
French-Canadian.
French-Canadian. Hey, listen, you guys are a young team. We talked about it. You said we don't care. But how have you seen your team grow and form habits even during the playoffs? Because it feels like you just keep getting better.
Feels like everybody's taking pleasure in executing the game plan. And personally, this series was probably the most fun I had on defense, the most fun. Like, everybody was on a string. Everybody was, like, connected. And I was about to go help somebody because I know my teammate has my back. And, like, everybody just went together, you know, and that's the most fun I had on defense.
Vic, great game tonight, man. After you got ejected in Game 4, I saw you come back with a different focus, a different poise. I saw them try to get under your skin, but you wouldn't let them trick you off your spot. You stayed focused, you stayed in the moment. What did you learn from that moment? And I think that also infused your team a little bit. What did your team get from that moment as well? Because I'm a guy that don't mind you drawing the line in the sand. I know you ain't trying to hurt nobody, but I don't mind you drawing the line in the sand.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. You know, I had to make a statement coming back. I knew, obviously, what they were going to do. I knew, of course, there was going to be a certain narrative. But I felt like if I gave in into the physicality and the dirtiness, that would have helped them. And I knew I couldn't go over the edge again. So, I had to beat them by playing basketball.
By the way, Wemby, I know you said that you were looking for both mature Vic and angry Vic to show up at the same time. What does that look like when they both show up?
It's hard to make him show up. I mean, it comes out in big games naturally, but because it's hard to not fall to the dark side, or to the light side or whatever. And I would say when it shows up, it's kind of like the end of, I think it was Game 3 here, where it felt like everything was coming together for me, and I felt really smooth in both the physicality and the play.
Congrats for a great game. What did you see from your three guards, especially for this game, but for the whole series here?
I saw them overcome some heavy difficulties, heavy pressure all the time. It was a hard series. It was a tough series. And lots of responsibilities were on them because, the way they were guarding the pick and roll, they had to make a lot of decisions. And I had to execute the screens, but then the decision was on them. And you can, Steph today, he had an amazing pass, an amazing late pass. But these guys, all three guards play way different, and they all bring something to the table when they sub in.
Big, now that this series is over, looking ahead to Oklahoma City, I know you guys had success against them in the regular season and in the NBA Cup, but the playoffs is a whole different animal. So, what's your focus or the team's focus going into that series?
Right now, we're focusing on our body recovering and putting the Wolves series to bed. And tomorrow or in a couple of days, we're going to start worrying about the Thunder. And we know it's going to be a whole different series and totally other challenges. This is a team that knows how to play basketball. They, they know their stuff, and we're going to see. We're going to rewatch all their games and do the scouting and try to execute over there on Game 1.
Wemby, I know that you heard it throughout the season. Everybody talked about, lack of experience. Like Steve said, everybody said, okay, this team is ahead of schedule, yet here you are at the Western Conference Finals. And I'm curious what you have learned can sometimes matter more than having experience.
Heart matters more than anything, for sure. More than physical ability, more than size, more than experience. And I feel like lack of experience, if we don't know that it's impossible, we will do it. As simple as that.
Wemby, last thing, man. I saw Sean Sweeney going crazy when you closed out and gave up a dunk to Terrence Shannon. So tell him to relax over there. You're pretty good at defense.
Hey, we want to shoot for perfection.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. He does
like
too.
that.
I want him to keep me
Like that.
accountable.
I love it.
Yeah, you all are awfully close. Thank you so much for your time, Wemby. Congrats and great luck rest of the way.
Good luck.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck. Have fun.